welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red and Locke. My name is Fidget, and you missed the last episode. That's probably because you'd rather not subscribe to yet the notification bell if you want. So if you don't want to miss out on the new episodes I release every other week, every single week, go do that. Oh, I messed up the intro. Today, we have William in here, Lewis is in here, Death is in here. Welcome in, guys. How are you today? How are you today? You doing good? I hope so. Because, as Death has quite clearly pointed out, we're about to lose our sanity up in his house, in his here. That's the plan. That's the Plizzity plan. Is we're gonna go mad real quick. So I hope you're looking forward to that one. I hope you stick around. I hope you give me your energy. Because we're gonna need it. If you did miss last time we played this specific run, we failed to get through Rock Tunnel, I think, twice or three times. Basically, we were getting up to like level 22-ish, and it just wasn't enough. Because the only Pokemon we really have access to are an Ekans, a Rattata, or a Rattata, and a Zubat. And as you can imagine, none of these are very useful to us. What we could do, actually, here's a thought. Let's pull this up real quick. Let's do this real quick. Because if we have a look at Rock Tunnel, and the available Pokemon, we can get him a Machop. Which will really help us with these rock types that we're having such issues with. I don't think there's any other time when we use a Machop. A Mankey, maybe. Maybe we use a Primate later on down the line. But I don't think we use a Machop again. Plus, the rat is the only one who can use cut. Yes, so the rat needs to stay alive. So, without the rat, there's nothing we can do. So, I think it's probably a smart idea to pick up either a Machop or a Mankey just to help us get through Rock Tunnel. I think that's a much smarter idea. Let's have a look. Let's go Machoke. Evolves at level 28. That's quite late. So you're gonna get a Machop or a Mankey. Evolves into Primate, also at level 28. So no matter which one we pick up, they evolve at level 28. So we probably won't have that to go through Rock Tunnel with. However, I do believe if we have a look at Victory Road, so we can get him a Machoke later. And remember, we can use a Machop now and a Machoke later. That's perfectly fine. But if we evolve into a Machoke, we can't use Machoke later on down the line. I thought there was Mankey over here. There it is. There's the Primate. So, it's up to us at this point. Do we want to try and grab... I think it'd be a smart idea to grab a Mankey now. Let's open this link and open this link. Because Primate, what's your base stats at? Am I going to be able to see your base stats? Stats, there we go. Versus... not Machamp. I just need Machoke. Give me your stats. Stats. Stats are there. So 100 attack, so 455, 405. All right, so Primate is actually stronger than Machoke. Yay for Mankey! Welcome in, Jono. So Primate is actually stronger than Machoke, which makes sense because it's a final stage evolution and Machoke isn't. So it might be worth us taking the Machop now, using them and then saving the Mankey for later. Welcome in, Roxy. How you doing? So I think that's gonna be the plan. We're gonna grab a Mankey from inside here. If I go back, rock tunnel. There is Mankeys in here. There is Mankeys in here. Tell me there's Mankeys. Tell me I'm not going mad. There is. All right. So that's what we'll do today. We're gonna pick up a Mankey. No, we're gonna pick up a Machop. Sorry, we're saving the Mankey for later. God. Anyway, we're gonna pick up a Machop, and that's gonna help us get through this really annoying part that has caused us so much issues up till this point. Easy. Right? Easy? Easy. Okay, are we healed? We are healed. The Meowth nose cut. So, all good. I just put up Christmas lights in my book. All right, okay. I need to put my lights back up. I need, you know, the little ball ones that I bought that went up the side of the door and across the top. For whatever reason, the tape that I had just didn't hold those up. I gave a suggestion to Baker. Baker's now using the exact same ones. He's using pins in the wall, which I might have to start doing. So I'll pin it into, like, the trunking that goes up the side, and then probably to the underside of that, I can put some pins in there, and that'll do the job. And hold them up quite nicely. Also, guys, if you've not done so already, please do go ahead and hit that like button. It means the world to me and costs you nothing. Thank you very much. Right, we have to fight these guys. There's nothing we can do here. We will try, as always, to avoid any trainers that we don't have to fight. I really should have swapped out. We're still going to swap out here, though. We will try our very best to avoid these trainers. If we do happen to run into them, so be it. We've just got to make the effort. The effort must be made. Put up my Game of Thrones map in a Nook as well. Hey, so it's looking pretty sick. It's puckin'? It's puckin'. It's puckin' pretty snazzy, if you do ask me. You didn't ask me, but I say it's puckin' pretty snazzy. There you go. Puckin'. It's a new word. Words are all made up anyway. Nobody ever had to go at Shakespeare for making up words, did they? No, they didn't. Right, don't... Okay. Look that way. Alright, fantastic. So, I've come to realize that if you run, it makes them look towards you, more likely. And... go! Yeah! And we have to fight this bug trainer. So! Get out of my way! Book Nook! Yeah, buddy. Yeah, go ahead. You can get rid of Bite, I guess. I don't know if Feint Attack's better than the Bite, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna get rid of you soon. Once again, music in the background is the one Mr. Harris. Hello! Right, we actually need this Rattata. We need this one. This is exactly what we want. It's level 16. And we need to catch the Rattata first because it's the one that learns Cut. Alright. Let's go release the team. Yeah, it's a Nook for books. What else would you call it? I don't think he's laughing at it. I think he's just amazed that you've got one. Because not all of us are lucky enough to have one. Welcome in, Lee! How you doing? Lovely to see you. Guys, if you've not done so already... Honestly, if you've not done so already, why? Why have you not subbed up to the one and only Major League Gaming? Go do that. Go make that happen. There's Lewis in there, giving you exactly what you need to make it happen. Right. And... you know what? We're better off grinding against the bugs and then running away from the Oddishes, because the Oddishes are just so bulky. At least we're level 16. You know, we have done this before where they were just a much, much lower level. And it was your nightmare. Right, run away from the Oddish because they're too bulky. Can we Hyper Fang this to... Yes, we can even take out the Abras. Oh, wow. Yo, this Rattata is like power. It's a powerful Rattata. So Lee gets his link when he comes in. I see how it is. Well. Yeah, I guess. Fair enough. Actually, no, Roxy, you're being punished. You have made it so that like my home screen is constantly now filled with cats going mrp. So thanks for that. When I log into YouTube now, it's like, hey, do you want to see this 12-second video of a cat going mrp? You like that thing, right? You subscribe to one channel that does that. Rage. But yes, there is a, go on. Put the exclamation mark Roxy in there. Put it in there. Also, Fidget, you afraid of to shiny race? I don't blame you because you got lucky. Oh, Lee is throwing down. What do you reckon, guys? Is anyone here available tomorrow? What time are you thinking, Lee? What time are you thinking? So, just so I can get my crew together. Would people be up for another shiny race against Lee? We beat him last week. Thanks to our OG Deathmon. One of the very treasured OG 150. Whenever, mate. Okay. I don't think I'm doing anything tomorrow. I wouldn't mind like a midday one again. I got Dialga on Wednesday. Sick. I would love to join. Yes, Death. Do it. Get involved. Oh, I got poisoned again. This freaking oddish. Yeah, let's just run away. I could just use antidotes, but I don't want to waste my antidotes, because then I'd have no antidotes. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's 8 for me, which is my usual streaming time, which is like now. You could do. Could do, mate. Ah, 12. There it is. There it is. I was like, yeah, no, that works. That works. I'm up for that. And before anyone asks, this is a non-alcoholic beverage. For any of you who are not fully aware yet, I gave up drinking 2.5 years ago now. But over the last couple of weeks, I've had a real like craving for it, which is not a feeling I've had for a long time. So instead of bending to it and instead of like breaking, I decided I'll go get some non-alcoholic cider, just to quench it a little bit. But yes, Lee, 5 my time. I think we can make that work. I reckon we could make that work, buddy. I will put the feelers out to the crew in the Discord chat tomorrow. Also, another collab stream we might be doing. I need to speak to him about it a little bit more, but the idea is there. We might be doing a Mario Kart stream with the one and only Burno on Sunday, which would be our first like collab stream with Burno alone. Fidget drinking a non-alcoholic cider? What are those like? I mean, they taste the exact same. They honestly, it tastes the exact same. Strawberry and lime. Lovely. It's really lovely. As I say, just takes the edge off a little bit. I'm also catching up with a few old uni friends tonight, and they're doing pub, quote unquote, which is just basically a video call where we all catch up with each other and all have a drink. And I was like, well, I can't be the one sitting there not drinking anything, so it's easier to grab a non-alcoholic beverage. I have to try one of those at some point. Ooh, I could destroy one of them Copperbergs right now. They're super cheap, actually. 135, I believe. Actually, they were 135. That's ridiculously cheap. There's a sudden realization of just how cheap that actually is. Right, what am I after here? I don't need the rare candies yet. Super potion, no. Where's my key items? Bicycle. Register. Does make me a little bit gassy, which I'm not gonna lie. It's less than attractive, but fact of life. Yeah, it's cheap for cider, not cheap for apple juice. Yeah. Yeah. Which essentially is what it is. It's just juice. But ayo, make me feel better, so I'll take it. I'll take it! Alright, we'll do this until the Rattata evolves, and then we'll probably go and catch a Ekans, and then we'll do that until that evolves, and then we'll go and we'll grind up a Zubat until that evolves, and then we'll go and catch a Mankey. I think that sounds like a plan. I think that sounds like a plan. What do you reckon? What do you guys reckon, eh? Let me know in the chat. Also, thank you all for being here. Means the world, mate. Means the world. Hopefully this stream... Well, I was going to say... I reckon it'll take us about 2 hours to beat Erica. Am I hearing Mrs. Doubtfire or Fidget?
Oh, no. How is it he does it? He's got a lovely little, like... It's half Scottish, half not. Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire. That's the one, isn't it? Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire.
I mean, it's probably cheaper than an energy drink, though. Yeah, it is, actually. They're 4 for, like, 4... Nah. Pick them out, like, 4 for 4 quid. So it's not so bad. Get rid of Tail Whip. We don't need that. Yay! We got Eradicate! I don't need Scary Face, though. That can go. Right. Let's go catch an Ekans. Let me know as well, guys, if the music is too loud or I am too quiet or any of the above is going on. Let me know these things. Boom, boom, doom, 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 doom. All right, yeah, I need to teach it cut, don't I? I forgot. Cut, use on that. Yes, yes, yes. Get rid of tackle. Bum, bum, bottom. Okay, we still don't really want to fight the hiker. So we don't have anything to beat the hiker with yet. And I'm not too fussed about fighting you, but I'd still rather avoid it if I could. Alright. A decent leveled Ekans, please. A decent leveled Ekans, with Shedskin preferably. And now we stand here and search for... see, that's both too low a level and has the wrong ability. Well, you must be able to find... What levels can you find them at here? That's Rock Tunnel. We don't care about Rock Tunnel. We're not at Rock Tunnel yet. Route 9? Yeah, that's the one we're on. Available Pokemon. 11, 13. So there's a 1 in 4 chance of running into one, and they go up to level 17. So we should really hold out for one that's level 17. It really doesn't feel like 1 in 4, though. It really does not feel like 1 in 4. Like, at all. Akvel! Where am I at? I want the Visual Boy Adverse back up. Yeah, you can just go there. Right, run away. So level 17 Ekans with Shedskin is what we want. Come on. Ah, I guess we're fighting this guy now. Whoops. Oh, well, that was easy. Thankfully, that was easy. Run away from that. Run away from that. Come on. Just give me an Ekans. It's not that hard. 1 in 4. My butt. My butt. This is, oh, right. I didn't see if it... Okay. I didn't see if it used Intimidate. I didn't see an Intimidate, so we're going to rock with it. We're going to rock with it. Go heal and check it out. Pokemon, Ekans, summary. Shedskin, fantastic. 15 will do. We could have held out for a 17, but 15 will do. Honestly, it's not too much to worry about. What we do want to do, though, is put your move of Bite up front. Just so we don't start wrapping things by mistake. And go! That's not a bad Ekans. It's not a bad Ekans. Like, again, level 15 is higher than we were finding for a long while. This thing is annoying. Still can't fight an Oddish. And can't outspeed an Abra. So we're just gonna sit here and fight bugs for a while. Which is fine. Fighting bugs is fine. There's no wrong with fighting bugs. Run. Okay. That Pidgey could have, like, outsped us and we'd have lost the Ekans there. That could have been really bad. Could have been really bad. Done! Right, I'm back onto the water now. I'm back onto the water now. I feel quenched. My thirst for something alcoholic flavored is quenched. I'll tell you what, one of the things I really miss, and it's not something you really get zero alcohol versions of, is a good ale. I used to love my ales. There were two things I used to drink a lot. One was ale, and the other one was whiskey. And I don't want to say I was a connoisseur of them, but I worked in a bar. I worked in several bars, so I got to know the good stuff from the bad stuff. And I really, really enjoyed my ales. I actually got into being the person who ordered in the ales. And I'd go down and I'd tap them and I'd settle them. And the ales are interesting because you can tap a beer keg and you leave it for a little bit. And then you can pull it through and you just pull through all the head. And by the head, I mean like the foam that comes through. And you just pull it through until it starts flowing clear. And that's fine. With an ale, you have to tap it, which is like putting... You uncork the big keg, and then you put in, essentially, the hose that pulls it up through the pipe so that you can pour it. You have to tap it like a week before you want to use it, because it needs to settle again. So when you tap it, you let all the air into it, and depressurize the canister, which foams it all up. And that's a terrible state for ale to be in. So you need to then leave it for ages so that it can resettle again and actually be good flavored. So yeah, I was really into my ales. And I'd be that guy who'd walk into other pubs and be like, can I have this? And then tell them that their ale wasn't settled correctly. Ale kegs are wonderful. Takes longer for it to be ready than days it's alive after. It takes longer for it to be ready than days it's alive after. Yeah, so that's the other thing, is the ale can... It's the wrong phrasing for it, but it's what we used to say, is the ale's gone stale. Which is basically like all the hops and everything in it are just like, they've lost their luster. All the air is just... Made it not taste great anymore. I'm so boogie, I'm drinking kombucha with fresh squeezed orange juice. Wow. Oh, bougie. I see. Not boogie. Bougie.
Bourgeoisie. Bougie.
Kombuchas. Kombucha is like... That's well and truly for hipsters. That is the most hipsterish drink in the world, is kombucha. Saw the title and thought you were saying something very different. What did you think I was saying? Because the title... What's the title of this? Rock Tunnel should not be this hard. What did you think I'm saying, and what do you think I'm saying now? Here's me with my Peroni. Oof, Peroni. I mean, each to their own. I'm not the biggest fan of beers. There's a term in German for what beer is, and it's Pischwasser. That's what beer is. You know, Fidget. Is it because it's got the word hard in there? Come on, guys. Behave. The first time I saw bougie written, I thought it was misspelled bourgeoisie. Bourgeois? Oh yeah, bougie and bourgeois. I don't think I'm allowed to say it on YouTube. Alright, fair enough. No, we're just talking about the fact that it took us 3 attempts to try and get through Rock Tunnel last week, and we failed every single time. And in all honesty, it shouldn't have, because apparently there's like 2 fighting types in there that I really should have picked up. Oh, don't start with the can of Guinness. Right. All right. The worst thing I have ever seen in a pub ever, okay? I have Irish heritage. I hold Guinness in quite high esteem. It's an acquired taste, and I can appreciate why a lot of people don't like it, okay? Stouts in general they're quite hard on the palate. Guinness is something that you really need to know what you're doing with it, right? It's actually got a special pouring technique. Glasses are very important. You must use a Guinness glass to pour Guinness into, okay? And it's all about the bubbles. It's all about how the head sits on top of it. It's all about how the foam sits. And the foam should be no more than the thick. I think with most beers, we go no more than the thickness of the pinky. With a stout or with a Guinness, you go for your thumb. So that's how big the head of a Guinness should be. All right? And the only way to get the right-sized head on a Guinness without having to pour through the head and, like, spill it all over the edge of the glass is you have to pour half of it, then let it settle, then pour the rest, right? So if you're ever going up to a bar, and I know some of you are younger, right? But hold on to this information until you're older, okay? If there's anybody in your social group who drinks Guinness, order their drink first. Say to the barman, I would like 1 Guinness, please. If they're smart, they'll go off, they'll start pouring that, then come back and get the rest of your order, right? Because by the time they've done all the rest of the drinks, they can go and they can finish off the Guinness and everything gets given to you in one go. Otherwise, they'll pour all the drinks, and I've had this happen on like pound parties and stuff like that. Where literally, you're 4 deep at the bar, all the way around. There's like 3 people behind here serving like 60 or 70 odd people. And somebody will come up and they'll order all the drinks. And then at the end, they'll turn around and be like, oh, and a Guinness, please. And it's like, well, you can't go back to the table with these because you won't get back to the bar. So you're going to have to wait here now for me to do this Guinness. So I'm going to start serving somebody else. And then you're going to get annoyed because I'm serving somebody else while serving you. And oh my God. Just order the Guinness first. Please. But to go back to the original rage moment, right? Two things happened whilst I was working at the bar. One was that Guinness changed their glasses. So a Guinness glass is supposed to be really short, really stubby. It's the size of a normal pint glass, but if you've ever seen it, it kind of swooshes. It swooshes in such a way, and it's really nice, and it's really curved, and it's a beautiful glass, okay? Welcome in, Slanted, by the way. We're just... And Eli, I haven't said hello, but we're having a conversation. They changed the Guinness glass, okay? And they made them really tall. They still had that little curve at the top, but then they're really long and skinny. If you've ever seen like a Strongbow glass, you know, there's really long, tall things. Horrible glasses. Really easy to knock over, which is a terrible thing to have anyway. Plus, most of the actual taps aren't designed for glasses that big. So it doesn't sit under them correctly, and like the tap was like sitting in the head of the Guinness and stuff like that. So they changed the glasses, which really annoyed me. If I was serving a Guinness, I would always serve it in one of the old glasses that we still had. But you wouldn't say it's a conversation as much as listening to you talk about alcohol. Hey, I did this for years, okay? I'm sharing knowledge, Lee. But the other thing. Vibration plates, okay? So if you go to a bar and you ask for a Guinness and they turn around and open the fridge, leave that bar, okay? Because I know some bars start doing this. They start doing Guinness in cans, okay? And what they do is they take the Guinness from the fridge, which is in a can. They take the Guinness can out of the fridge and they put it on a plate. And the plate shakes, the plate vibrates, and it's supposed to rise all the bubbles to the top. And it makes it all, and then they pour it from the can into the glass and go, there you go. And it's like, no, sir, no, no, thank you. And they'll turn around to you and be like, oh, it tastes the same. It does not taste the same, okay? It tastes all metallic and horrible. Do not give me Guinness from a can. it's horrific. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Guinness from a can is the worst thing I've ever. And it's the fact that they go through all the effort of being like, oh, but we got a special vibration plate that makes it all good. No, stop. It's not okay. And the last one, if I've gone on a Guinness rant now. Again, don't drink this stuff anymore. But when I did, if the bartender, and he's always a young fella, right? Draws a shamrock in your pint, leave the pub. I got into a massive argument with a guy about this, right? Because it was a pub called Harry's, and it was a quote unquote Irish pub. There was nothing Irish about it. They just knew that if they called it an Irish pub in a student town, it would get more people. And they didn't really need to, because they already had something called the Ga, which was 4 shots of vodka, a shot of sours, and like lemonade to top it up. And that was like £2.80. They didn't need any other reason for people to go in there. They didn't need to call themselves an Irish pub, but they did. And as such, anytime somebody ordered a Guinness, they would draw a shamrock in the pint. And I was just like, and if you don't know what that means, it means in the foam that comes at the top, they move the glass around. So if you ever seen like latte art and stuff like that, they need to do that kind of thing, and they draw a little shamrock in the head of your pint. Okay? Some people think it's great. I think it's really tacky. I think it's really dumb. And again, as a man with Irish heritage, I was like, look, you're not special, mate. They would never do this in Ireland. They would never do this in Ireland, because you're messing with the Guinness. You're supposed to let the Guinness settle. The fact that you've got to pick it up and move it around in order to do this means you're not pouring it correctly. But I spoke to the guy in the pub and I was like, look, mate, can you just not do that, please? And he was like, no, I have to. It's what we do here. And I went, okay, I get that. But I've specifically said to you not to. And I don't want to be that guy who's like, but the customer's always right. But in theory, the customer's always right, you know? I've specifically said, like, can you not do it? And he did it. And I'm like, what is your problem? Why? He's like, mate, if I don't do it, my manager will come down on me. And I'm like, who's gonna know? Is she gonna come in and, like, inspect my Guinness at my table in a minute? What are you talking about, your manager? No, just tell her that I've asked you not to do it. So I got into a massive argument with this guy, and I came up and I went, look, mate, I want a Guinness for myself. Please do not draw a shamrock in my pint. And he just looked at me, and he made full eye contact the entire time as he just picked my glass up. There you go. All right, you absolute... Rage-inducing. Anyway, let's catch up and chat. Okay. Yeah, Can Guinness isn't great, though. Currently on a 5-hour car trip to Minnesota. Wow, buddy. My man knows his stuff. I mean, I worked in pubs for about 3 years or so. Welcome in Slanted, complete change of subject, but I'm honestly curious, what are big sports in Europe? Big sports in Europe, the biggest one is football or soccer. Soccer is big over here. Tennis, I guess. I don't really speak for Britain. Soccer, tennis, rugby is kind of, I say it's big. It's England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Italy, and France. That's about it, really. Then curves. I wouldn't say we're having a conversation. Yep. He's raging about alcohol. What was? You want to learn glare? Yes, please learn glare. This is fascinating to me because I will never drink, but I love learning about strange things like this. And that's it. It's not a thing that comes up in my life anymore, so I don't have to get ragey about it. But it's just something I remember. Like, it was one of my first real jobs. My first actual job was working in an arcade, which is why I have an issue with gambling. Because I saw firsthand that you do not win. Like, some of you will win sometimes, but in the long haul, you don't win. But yeah, no, I worked in a pub for a long, long time. So I got to learn a lot. Sword Art Online and canned Guinness. Can we block these words from the channel? I mean, in reality, customer is never right. It depends. First rule about Guinness, don't talk about Guinness. So, Fidget, how do you feel about the Guinness Book of World Records? I don't know enough about why it's the Guinness Book of World Records, to be fair. Britain does the sitting down sports. We always win Olympic medals in rowing and cycling. You're not wrong. Actually, the cycling is one of those things that I never, ever have an interest in until it's on in the Olympics, and then it's like all I watch. I really love watching like the velodrome sports. They fascinate me. I don't know why. I can't stand cycling any other time. I don't watch like the Tour de France or anything like that. But the moment the velodrome is open in the Olympics, I'm like, yes, give me more. I must watch all of this. Especially that weird Japanese one where they, like, follow the lead bike for a wee while and then they kind of, like... I don't know what it's called. It's a weird Japanese cycling sport. Somebody look it up and put it in the chat for me. Because it's such a fascinating sport. Right, Guinness Book of World Records. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if it's on the same level, and I don't know why it would be. Because if you've ever heard of, like, the Michelin stars... That's made by the same guys who do the Michelin Tire Company. And the idea was originally that they did a guidebook to like good restaurants, and the idea was like these are restaurants that you should go and visit. You should take your car and go visit them. Thinking that, well, if people are driving really far to go and visit these restaurants, they'll use out their tires. And who should they use? Well, let's go to the tire company that suggested me all these great restaurants. Weird marketing ploy, but it's worked for them. So I don't know if the Guinness Book of World Records is on that kind of level of like, you know, we're just gonna get brand recognition from doing this. Also the one where you slide down a hill on a tea tray, we always get medals in that. You mean like tobogganing? I'm confused what you mean by that. Like the bobsled? We are Jamaica, we got out a bobsled team. So the managing director of Guinness argued with some friends about the fastest bird on the planet, but no book at the time had an answer. So he created a book to list these things. It then became the Book of World Records, which is why Guinness Book of World Records exists. See, that's such a pub argument, and I love it. And it's one of the things that I miss greatly is actual pub arguments. Like, not arguments as much as, like, heated discussions about dumb topics. Because you would have, like, something like that, which is, who's the fastest bird? And somebody would be like, oh, well, it's the peregrine falcon. It's like, no, it's not the peregrine falcon. I know much more faster birds than the peregrine falcon. And it's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. And it's like, yeah, I do. And they'd argue for ages about it. And this would go on all night, and more drinks would be had. And they'd go off on tangential topics and would eventually come back to the fact that they're still arguing about this goddamn bird, and their mates would kind of like walk off and meet up with other people, and then they come back and be like, are you still talking about these freaking birds? Really? Is this what we're doing with our lives now? And they'd be like, look, until we work out what the answer is, we're going to keep talking about it. It's like, well, you're not going to work it out because nobody knows the answer. Those kind of conversations are all done now because Google exists. Google killed the pub argument. It makes me sad. This guy is probably the most entertaining person on YouTube. Changed my mind. Oh, I appreciate you, Lee. You absolute babe, you. Bob Skeleton, yes, is the one I'm thinking of, where it's one person lying face down on a tiny tray. Yes. I know what you're talking about now. Finally beat my ground monotype. Honestly, really fun to use some mons that I've never used. Hey, big up. Big up. So, your channel. Wait, what? So, your channel. Wait. This guy is probably the most entertaining person. Oh, I'm confused about that statement there, Death. Guys, don't talk about birds either. No, birds are great. Talk about lots of things. I like having these, like, open discussions about stuff. I like learning. Let's go. Ekans evolved. Ekans is the best. Welcome in, Amber. How you doing? Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. As per always. Hope you're well. Hyper Fang, that sounds true. Murder the seconds. In the face. Murder it in the face. Right. Avoid the hiker. Don't want to be dealing with any of that. Probably avoid you too. Don't want the Voltor, but I've decided it really wasn't any use to us. Although, again, we never get another one. Nah, I don't really need it, do I? Oops, I didn't mean to fight you. Oh, well, I guess we're here now. Well, I guess we're here now. Eradicate, come deal with this Clefairy. I like learning things like, why is the Guinness Book of World Records, so I can drop it into conversations like this one. Yeah, man, that's like... Weird knowledges and weird topics of conversation are great to know. They're fantastic. I mean, it's pretty much the whole point of QI, isn't it? Which, if you don't know, is a British TV show, basically about it's a quiz show, but about interesting, weird, uncommon knowledge. Your channel is a pub argument when you go and rant. No, I'll take that. I'll take that. And I'll take it as a compliment. We're going to take the Machop, aren't we? That was the plan. Stay in the bolt. Stay in the bolt. Thank you. Right. Easy. Easy dubs. Now all we got to do is go and grind for a bit. We'll get everyone up to like level 20 something or other. Summary? You got low kick already. Yeah, you should be able to swap into this, right? No, you shouldn't. It's super high level. Yeah. Fidget, who's your favorite non-gaming YouTuber? I mean, most of the people I watch on YouTube are non-gaming. I think I answered this the other day. One of the ones I watch a lot at the moment is Carl Smallwood from Fact Fiend. Great YouTuber. Does a lot of really interesting, again, these weird, like, fact-based videos. Another one. Wow, this Machop is swole. This Machop is so swole. Another one would be, like, I think I've said this to a couple of guys who I do PokeTubing with. Like, I didn't watch a lot of the gaming PokeTubers back in the day. I didn't watch, like, Game Boy Luke or Patters or United Gamer or anything like that. The way I got into it was through... what am I saying? I'm saying a thing here, and hang on, I need to focus on this battle. The way I got into it was through, like, theories. So, there was Lockstin, Noggin, Birdkeeper Toby. Birdkeeper Toby is still somebody I really admire. Low kick. Fantastic. Only 4 people wasted my time before one finally turned up and got £25. Hey, so that's your speakers are sold now, are they? You sold your speakers. Big up. Max is his favorite non-gaming YouTube channel. I mean, I'm not allowed to say that, otherwise I get in trouble. Y'all know I'll get in trouble because she'll be like, oh, my cat! Grind. You're not wrong, Jono. You're not wrong. By the way, I finally sold the surround sound. There it is. I don't think anything will beat the Sword Art Online rant, though, as that was 40 minutes of a rant whilst Lewis was silent on chat. Was Lewis in the chat at the time? I completely forgot Lewis was in the chat. But I thought I was your favorite. And there it is. There it is. I told you. Bert my cat. Bert my cat. Welcome in, Krabby. How are you doing? It's been a while since we've seen you over this way. How are you doing? And welcome in, Dread. Yar har fiddly dee dee dee. Indeed, my friend. Indeed. Wonderful to see you. We worked out a solution to the issue we were having, which was Rock Tunnel, which is this Machop. This Machop's going to save our life. It's going to make our lives so much easier. So much easier. Like, why were we not using a Machop all of last week? Because I'm a moron, that's why. True story. True story. Actual moron. You're my favorite Fidget. Aw, thank you. Appreciates it. That doesn't mean it has to be reciprocated. Oh no! Okay, let's not grind here yet. Noted. Noted. Machop is not ready to grind there because we could run into a Spearow that can just peck us to death. God, there's really not somewhere great to grind though, is there? I guess we're just gonna have to fight the Rattatas over here. Ugh, you need to speed up, pal. Like, you really need to speed up. If you can't run away from like a level 12, there's something wrong. I get it. It's a Spearow and you're a Machop and you're slower, but sort your life out. See, it's a level 10. You've got 8 levels on it. Run away! The only upside is you should at least be able to take the peck without an issue. You know, sped, but alright, that was a quick attack. But you definitely got tail whipped first by that freaking Rattata. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? Anybody got anything lined up? You doing anything fun? Am I doing anything this weekend? Apparently I'm streaming a whole bunch. Lee has thrown down the gauntlet. It's like, you must race me to get a shiny again. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a shiny for once. That would be new. Could be the first time for everything, right? I'm still to get a shiny in like Pokemon Sword. Going to a few baseball games. Nice. What are you up to in Minnesota, by the way? You got family down there, or are you just going down for a baseball game? Seismic toss? Yeah, why not? Why the heck's not? Run away from the Spearow for... Oh, right, we can just kill the Spearow. Sick! You'll love to see it. Oh, yeah, they're normal flying, aren't they? I'm taking care of my grandma's dogs while she is out of town. Oh, bless you. Y'all know we love dogs over here. Dogs are the lifeblood of... Well, that's everything. That's it? You're going down to watch the baseball games? That's a... I don't know if... Well, I was going to say that's a long way to travel. Well, you said it was 5 hours. So that seems like a long way to travel for a baseball game. Like, are you... Because I know in England, we get people who will, like... They'll be regulars for a football team. They will go to every single match and will go to all their away matches and stuff like that. So is that it? Are you following your home team somewhere? I should probably get to a higher level, really. They're like 24 and stuff in there. Haven't been to an A's game since I moved from the Bay Area. An A's? You're gonna need me. You're gonna need to give me a little bit more than that. I don't know baseball that well. I'm not baseball orientated. I mean, I think it was only a couple of weeks ago you guys told me that I had the Tigers were a baseball team that I had on one of my hats, and I've been wearing it for years and I had no idea. So yeah, you need to give me a little bit more than that. The team's name is Athletics. Oh yeah. I want to say Boston. That might be wrong. No, that's probably wrong. No, that's almost definitely wrong. Who's the Athletics from? Where? The Bay Area. The Bay. Oh, mate, my geography in general is terrible, let alone my American geography. I mean, isn't the Bay Area Florida? Is the Florida Bay Area? I've heard of that. That's a thing, right? I'm not making that up. Oakland. Oh, the Oakland A's! Yes, I know the Oakland A's! I do know the Oakland A's, because aren't they the one that Moneyball is about? The Oakland A's are Moneyball, right? That's them. They are the team from Moneyball, right? There it is. Thank you, Paul. I'm not making that up. Bay Area is anywhere by a bay, technically. Right, okay. So it's literally, it could be anywhere. I'm gonna eat nuggies. Sick. Sounds like a good time, mate. Yes! Oh, mate, Moneyball is a great film. Again, directed by one of my favorite directors. Whose name has escaped me. Every time I bring it up, his name escapes me. That's getting old for you. You just start forgetting things. Like, really important things to you. Just completely slip your mind. San Francisco Bay would be in Cali, and Tampa Bay is in Florida. Okay. Okay. But yeah, no, the, Bennett Miller? It's not Bennett Miller, is it? I thought it was... Oh, no. I don't think it's directed. I think it's written by Aaron Sorkin. Yeah. Aaron Sorkin writes it. That's what it is. Favorite writer, not the favorite director. I just went to the oven and it sounds like it's bubbling. I mean, nuggets shouldn't bubble. just as a heads up. Nuggets shouldn't be bubbling. That's not right. Yeah, year before last, I meant. Anyway, I'm a die-hard Ace fan, but since we moved, I haven't been to a game since August of last year. Oh, year before last. Wow, that's rough. Yeah, the screenplay was by Aaron Sorkin. Oh, mate, I love it. Seriously, Aaron Sorkin's just one of my favorite screenwriters. I actually wrote an entire... I had to... as part of one of my writing courses, we had to... basically do a unauthorized biography of one of our idols, and I did mine on Aaron Sorkin, and the guy just, like, he's amazing. And you can always tell an Aaron Sorkin script, because the characters talk really fast, and everybody's super smart, and there's the infamous walking shot that always happens in Aaron Sorkin shows, where it's basically, there'll be a big long corridor where people will walk in and they'll join the conversation, leave the conversation, and you'll have this front-on view of all these people just... the walk and talk, as it's known in the industry. Both the book and the movie were really good. I've not read the book. I know the film's great. The film's a really good time. Film's a really good time. Sure do love me some grilled cheese. Reverse grilled cheese. Wait, what's reverse grilled cheese? What the heck is reverse grilled cheese? Like, grilled cheese I get. How do you reverse it? What part of the equation of toast and cheese is reversed? Clarify for me. I wish to know. Right, give me your moves. We need to put bites up front. Oh yes, bites up front. Now we can murder things in the face. Face murder. My favorite. Cheese as the toast would be my guess. Yeah, but what are we putting on then? The first letters are switched. What? Oh, grilled geese. Okay, sorry. I completely missed that. I completely missed that. The movie was probably the most publicity the A's have ever gotten, to be honest. Spite is special in this gen. Yes, it is. Spite is special in this gen, but it's still more powerful than... like, unfortunately, Leech Life is still not a very good move. And Paul, you are correct. So yeah, I know... because I know some people who are, like, really into baseball hate that character. Hate the guy that Brad Pitt plays in that for, like, ruining the game of baseball. As far as they're concerned, it's just like, since he showed up on the scene, since he started using that formula, since I think it was the Red Sox took it afterwards, It just ruined baseball for him. The middle is toast. Well, that's just a double-sided grilled cheese, isn't it? Surely. Surely that's just double-sided grilled cheese. Those people are just plain wrong. Hey, again, and I've got no stakes in this game at all. I'm just spreading the words that I have heard. I have no horse in this race, as they say. No horse in this race at all. Oh, mate. I'm feeling a lot better about this today. Now, we still might get into these tunnels and get completely bodied by Geodudes. The closest I get to baseball is baseball movies. Yeah, usually. I watched... The most baseball I ever watched, actually, was when I was out in Japan. Because they're another big, like, baseball-loving country. Weirdly enough. They like their basketball. They like their baseball. And they also like rugby. The Japanese, eh? Welcome in, Arca. How are you doing? I still haven't made an Arca command. Guys, can somebody go get Arca's link for us, please, and pop it into the chat? Por favor. Por favor. I feel really strongly about this. Oh, he made the game more strategic and made it so people look beyond the obvious stats of common trends with other stats. Yeah. And isn't that the whole point of the film, is that, like, nobody saw his genius until it was too late? I'm doing good, and it's all good. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, mate. I'm here for you. Wonderful human being. Point is, if you have not subbed up, how's your stream going? Better than it did last week. So, for context, last week when we did this, we couldn't get through Rock Tunnel. I was having real issues getting through Rock Tunnel because I was trying to do it with a Golbat, Eradicate, and an Arbok, and we just kept running into, like, Geodudes and Gravelers that just bodied us. To my mistake, I didn't realize, like, we could have picked up just a Machop. We could have just grabbed a Machop at any point and completely just made this part of the game so easy for ourselves. So we've done that now. We have a Machop. So we're just grinding up our Zubat, and then we should, in theory, be good to go. Unfortunately, the age choked every World Series in that time period. It happens. It happens. See, I don't really follow a lot of sports. I watch the Six Nations whenever it's on, which is the rugby. I watch the Rugby Six Nations. I'll also occasionally... No, that's it, basically. I follow the rugby. I'll watch the Rugby Six Nations, and I'll watch the Rugby World Cup. And that's it. On the Lions. Oh, the Lions is coming up. Ooh, the Lions tour is starting. I need to catch on that. I need to watch that. The beautiful thing about the rugby is it's always shown on either BBC or ITV over here, so it's always free. Unlike a lot of sports where you have to pay, like, stupid amounts to Sky to watch it. Ugh. So, yeah. The rugby is probably the one I follow the most. I do have a team in the sort of local union, which is London Irish. That's simply because they were the first team I've ever seen play live. I think my dad got tickets while he was at work one day and was like, "Hey, buddy, let's go watch a rugby game." And they smashed. Who did they take on? It was a French team. Can't remember. But they played a French team and they completely dominated them. I was like, "Yes, this is my new team. This is who I follow." Yeah, major international tournaments have to be aired on free-to-view channels. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's it. Like the Euros and World Cup in football. All right. I don't know. I've not ever managed to get into football or soccer, for some of you, simply just because of the culture around it. Just, you know, the people who are like football are not the kind of people I like. Usually. Now, that's not everybody. Tommy Lou. for instance, is a big fan of football, right? But most, I say most, it's the most liked sport in the country. You can't say most people who like it aren't nice people, but just the run-ins I've had has put me off the sport entirely. Can't watch teams outside of the network, so basically teams outside to ones right next to you without paying for MLB TV. Major League Baseball TV. Alright, so it's got its own network, has it? I don't think that's the name actually, but you forgot. I forgot. Fidget personally attacking a man. I mean, nobody in particular. Nobody in particular. I backtracked, okay? I backtracked on what I was saying. Which I'm not ashamed to do. If I say something that I disagree with, I'll backtrack. I'll do it in an instant. I'll do it in an instant. Watch me. Watch me backtrack. I'll moonwalk while I do it. Alright, are we done yet? What level do you evolve? It's like level 22, isn't it? We may as well get to level 22 and then we'll progress. We'll get our goal back up in here. Up in here. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Anyway, 15 minutes till we get there. Gotta say bye later, everyone. No worries, Eli. Thank you very much for rocking up. We appreciate you. And have a fun time at your baseball games, buddy. I hope you win. And by you, I mean the team you support. Because no doubt you're not playing. Someone guessed when my nephew started walking. It's kind of weird when he started. 6. Did he start walking at 6? Mate, this music is super funky today. I found a playlist that I like. I found Harris Heller's EDM playlist. You want to learn Wing Attack? Yes, learn Wing Attack. That's fantastic. Okay, we'll get rid of Astonish, because Astonish is terrible. 8 months. I mean, I'm not the best person to ask. I don't know what time. What time? Yes. At what time of day do babies usually start walking? It's usually about midday, if you ask me. I don't know how long into being alive babies usually start walking. So I couldn't tell you. Leech life. Haha. Leech life. Give me your life essence. I wish to feed on your essence, Rattata. Wing Attack, go! Alright, yes, we have Wing Attack now, don't we? So we should probably be using that instead. 7 months. Is that weird? Is that not normal? Is that early? Is that late? Like, I am the confused. Properly walking few unassisted about 1 year. Oh, really? And you definitely learn to walk before you learn to talk? Or is it the same kind of thing? It's like you start talking but not properly. And I think he started at 3 months old. Really? Really? I thought that, like, their muscles weren't fully formed by that point, so that was basically impossible. Yes, evolve! Yay, we got a goal back. Right, I think we're good. We got Pokemon, we got 22, 21, 23, 20. Yeah, we should be good. It's anywhere between 6 months and 18 months according to Google. According to the Google. I mean, aren't most babies just learning to, like, roll over at 3 months old? And the mother's always, yay! Look, they're so brilliant. They're so intelligent. They can roll over on their own. I'm like, I mean, I'll do that in my sleep. I have such little fatherly instincts, it hurts. I don't hate kids by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just, like, no interest. Talking's hard to say because it's such a gradual thing from noises to words to sentences. True. True, true, true. I mean, some of us still ain't got it right. As babies don't have standard kneecaps, so it's when they develop it is when they start walking. Oh. Well, there you go. I'm learning things. Started at 3 months. I mean, I'm not going to call you a liar. Just saying I'm surprised. Rock tunnel. Walk through. Yes. Double check that we're still listening to... Yep. I mean, this is 6 hours of music. We're not going through this today. This might be the playlist that I use next Tuesday. Also, guys, if you're not aware, we have another sleep lock coming up. I didn't want to do a sleep lock, okay? I've done enough sleep locks. Lewis wanted to do a sleep lock. So my editor, Lewis, I asked him what we wanted to do for the year anniversary of the channel. And he said, I want to do a sleep lock. I want to do a sleep lock race against you. So apparently that's what we're doing now. We're doing a sleep lock versus this Tuesday. Sleep lock on a school night? Well, that's the benefits to having two people who are unemployed. You know what I'm saying? Small benefits. Right. Let's try and get through this. We'll probably put my chop up front. I think that makes most sense. Yeah, run away. And, ooh, there's a ball here. Sick. Guess I'll be with you till 11 then. Hey, any support is great support, Rocks. You know that. Okay, up here. Hey, is this the... No. Okay, I came the wrong way. Awesome. Right, all the way down. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong bit. Duh. I'm looking at the wrong bit. Right, run away from you. Can't avoid you, which is a shame. Karate chop? Karate chop. I said karate chop. Swap out for the slowpoke. You do have confusion though, so hyperfang, hyperfang, quick attack, quick attack, quick attack. You know, I went to the skate park last Saturday. Yes, when you fell over and hurt your bum bum. I does remember the story. I took out my chicken nugget and it's burned. Oof. What a mistake to make. What a mistake to make. Am I right? I'm right. Alright, we're through here, and then we go down, left, and round. My bum bum still hurts. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Rocks. Okay, we might actually not be a high enough level. Weird. Maybe I should go back and grind some more. I hate the idea of grinding more, but at the same time, the alternative is dying. And that ain't a fun alternative, believe me. So, I think we're going to grind in this cave for a bit. I'm going to get everyone up to level 25 instead. Alright, yeah, because the PC's there, so we can do it. I don't know how we're going to train up. We don't really need to train up the Arbok, do we? We just need the Golbat for bite against the Slowpokes. And just hope they don't have confusion. What level does Slowpoke learn confusion? What level does Slowpoke learn confusion? Oh, no. I need a different thing. Not you. Slowpoke. Gen 3. Learn set. No, not location. God dang it. Learn set. No, not Leah. Google, give me a break. Alright, Gen 3. Fire red. Leaf green. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Level 20. No, level 17. Alright, so all of these Slowpoke do, in theory, have confusion. Which is not great. Because, again, our best move against them currently is Bite. We should outspeed them, but... yeah, dangerous. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. I didn't... we managed the Slowpokes last time, though. Maybe I just haven't got my Raticate high enough level yet. I just need to level my Raticate up to level 25 as well. Sounds like a plan. Let's grind some more. And if you ain't here for the grinding... boy, is this the wrong Nuzlocke challenge for you to watch. It is 90% grinding. 90% grinding. And 10% planning. Well, I suppose those maths don't add up, because at some point I got to play the game as well. But yeah, 25 should do the job. And again, last time we came through here, we tried to do it underleveled, and we all saw what happened. We all saw what happened. It just ain't worth it. It just is not worth it. Alright, keep running away from the Geodudes. We do not want to fight the Geodudes. I said I do not want to fight the Geodude, go! Oh, the Onyx is not helpful either. Alright, Zubat we can deal with. Mankey we can also deal with. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was a mistake. I could have died. I could have died! Thank you very much for 14 likes on the stream as well, guys. We appreciate it. We does appreciates it. It is appreciated. We're sitting here like, oh, I should probably go off on another rant again, but they gotta come naturally, you know? You gotta genuinely feel the rant. You can't just pull them out of thin air. Gotta be something you're actually passionate about. It's gotta be something the chat throws up to you, really. Alright. Raticate! Actually, this is the worst place to train you, isn't it? You're better off training against the Voltorbs. As dumb as that seems. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, this is definitely better. I should really just... Oh, static. Nice. I should really put Hyper Fang up front. Swap you with you. Now we are done. Fantastic. Oh, yes. Good times had by all. Right. Spearow... It's fine. Because we one-shot everything here. We just need to, like, not miss. Like that. Try not to die to poison. Please. Please don't die to poison. How far are we into this stream? Oh, only over an hour. Only just over an hour. It's not bad. And we've still made technically no progress. We made some progress. We beat Route 9, Route 10. We made it to Rock Tunnel. We just haven't got... Yeah. It's alright. This week we're doing it. This week we will beat Erica. Have you got any Pokemon cards? So, I think I've done this before, but I'll show you. I'll show you my Pokemon cards. Because I tried to get into Pokemon cards, but I did it at, like, really the wrong time. I did it just as, like, the big price hikes and everything started happening. So I bought myself two, I got a whole bunch of, like, starter decks as well. But my main ones that I play is my League Challenge decks, which I bought. They're basically pre-built decks that are already kind of half designed to be competitive. So it comes with, like, Mewtwo. I don't know how well you guys can see these. So I got, like, my Mewtwo, which is pretty good. It allows you, when you play it, you get a supporter back from your discard pile and put it onto the top of your deck. Zigzagoon, Galarian Zigzagoon is used quite a lot at the moment. It just does 10 damage when you bring it onto the field. My Dedenne GX, look at that adorable little boy. Look at him! His cheeks are all squashed. He's like squished up against the glass. It's amazing and I love it. And then there's also... What's the main one in here? There you go. So Zacian V. Zacian V is like one of the best cards in the format. Just... It's a baller attacker. Hey, Fidget, my mom says hello, how are you? Welcome in, Darcy Bell. Welcome in, Mrs. P. How are you doing? How is everyone on this fine day? And there's the big main part of the deck is Arceus Dialga Palkia, which is a totally, like, busted card. And I'm surprised it hasn't won more tournaments than it has. It's really, really pretty. It's a shame I would have to refocus the camera. But yeah, Arceus Dialga Palkia is... Tell you what we can do. We can do this. It ain't like we ain't got time. There you go. You can see it? There you go. Arceus Dialga Palkia. Beautiful card. But totally busted. When you use its GX attack, you take one more prize for every Pokemon you knock out. So if you knock out a normal Pokemon, it's usually worth one prize. This makes it worth 2. If you knock out a GX Pokemon, it's usually worth 2 prizes. This makes it worth 3. If you knock out a tag team Pokemon, it's usually worth 2 prizes. This, yeah. Oh, tag team Pokemon are usually worth 3 prizes. This makes it worth 4. It's disgusting. Actually disgusting. And then the other deck I have... I could be better. How's your day going? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Darcybell. We'll discuss with you very shortly about what's going on in your world. The other one I have is my Pikarom deck. So it's got Raichu and a Alolan Raichu. I love this. I think it's amazing. Raichu and a Alolan Raichu on a card together. And then, yeah, there you go. Pikachu and Zekrom. Or Pikarom, as it's commonly known. Was a very good deck. The issue is now Zapdos in there as well. Just because like people like legendaries. You got Zapdos. Was a very good deck at one point. The problem is that now that Urshifu has joined the game, and everybody's basically playing it because the multi-strike. Is it multi-strike? What is it? Single Strike and... I've forgotten the name of it. Single Strike and... Swift Strike? Something like that. Anyway. Now that that's entered the game, everybody's playing fighting types. And Pikarom has a weakness to fighting, so it's just unplayable at the moment. And Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko Shining Star is amazing. And I just really like this card. It's really useful in electric decks. Allows you to take two electric energies from your discard pile and attach them to 2 of your bench Pokemon. Pretty good. Legit thought you said Pika and Efron. Was thinking that's a huge collab. Oh, right. Pikachu and like Zac Efron. Wow. No, Pikarom. Pikachu and Zekrom. Which is the big black dragon from 5th gen. If you don't know Paul. So what's going on, Darcy? What's going on in your world? Why are we so low? Why are we not feeling great? Oh yeah, we're not grinding over here, are we? We're going up against the Voltorbs. I forgot I did. But yeah, I got into the Pokemon trading card game. I really wanted to play. Because again, I not long, I think at the beginning of... Was it the beginning of last year? Midway through last year, I got into Magic. Early last year, I got into Magic. Magic the Gathering, which is another tradable card game. And, of course, once the pandemic really set in, it was less fun to play because obviously you can't play in person, and the online Magic community is rough as anything. Because I did the same thing with Magic as I did with Pokemon. I bought their like because all card games come with like starter packs that are designed to get you into the game. And then they're usually not great. They're usually a whole bunch of commons that aren't playable. And they're a bit of a con. But in Magic, they did something called the challenger decks, which is essentially like you can pick this up and go and play at a Friday Night Magic, which is like your local game stores Friday night tournaments. You can pick this up and you can go and play and you can go and be competitive. Well, it's not going to be the best deck by any stretch of the imagination, because like you're still missing some cards and some things to make the tactics fully work. But against people who have gone and spent hundreds and hundreds of pounds on boxes and tried to build a deck that way, you're probably going to be better off. And these are like 30 quid. And I was like, okay. I picked up 2 of those, and then I also built a deck for myself in Magic once I finally learned how the game worked properly. And I decided I wanted to play dogs. I want to play dogs. They've now released dogs into Magic, and I want to play dogs, damn it. So I did. So I played dogs. But yeah, the issue was I spent a lot of money on the game, and it was only really good for playing in person, and you couldn't play in person anymore. And Magic's not great. They have a lot of issues balance-wise, and I'm gonna get into the nitty-gritty of it basically, because that's what we do here. We get nitty-gritty with stuff. So Magic the Gathering has lots of different formats, as opposed to something like Pokemon that has standard and expanded, which basically means you can play with the last year's worth of cards, or you can play with like the last 5 years worth of cards, and that's it. Those are the 2 types of Pokemon you can play: standard or expanded. And we can get into the whole like why standard is a thing that maybe should or shouldn't exist in card games, because I know Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't do it. Still here, lovely to hear that, Dread. But the problem is Magic has lots of different formats, and they're adding more all the time. So just off the top of my head, you have standard, you have modern, you have pioneer, you have commander, you have it's not called classic, is it? But the point is, and it depends on what kind of cards you can play with. So you got the standard format, which is the same, like you can play with the last year's worth of cards basically. And they have modern, which is you can play with like all the cards after a certain generation. But there's also Commander, which is a fan-made format, right? Which is designed to be like you build a deck of 100 cards instead of 60. You build a deck of 100 cards. No 2 cards can be the same. And the idea is that instead of playing 1v1, you play in a team of like, you play against 3 other people. And it's supposed to be a more casual format. But because nothing's banned there, you can play with cards from all across Magic, and you can come up with some really dumb combos, and that's half the fun, and that's why people like it and stuff like that. The problem is Wizards of the Coast, who are owned by Bandai? Can't remember who they're owned by. But Wizards of the Coast were not seeing any money from Commander, and weren't seeing any money from Modern. Because people who play Modern don't update their decks. Because nothing from the new sets is ever going to compete with the stuff that got released 20 odd years ago when they hadn't balanced the game properly. You know, there's just no need. So instead of going, okay, that's fine, we'll focus on standard and we'll get standard players to just keep buying. No, we want modern players. We want people who play all these weird formats to actually buy from the newer sets. So what they start doing, gotta go, my iPad is hot, no worries, Dread, look after yourself. So what they start doing was they start introducing busted cards, and I mean like unequivocally busted. They were so broken in the standard format, and they were kind of designed to be. They were designed to be broken. They were designed in a way that they would reach out to these other formats. They would reach out into Modern. They would reach out into Commander. And they would make a splash over there. What it meant, though, was they were essentially throwing the standard format under the bus. they were saying, well, we're just going to break standard with these 1 or 2 cards so that other people who play different formats will come in and buy these as well, and they can be big search cards. And the worst part was, right, standard players, in order to stay competitive, had to buy these cards. There's a couple that come to mind. Omnath was one. It was like a 5-color card, which if you know anything about Magic, you really shouldn't be able to play a 5-color card in a regular deck, and people were doing it like that. On like turn 3, playing a 5-color card. It was disgusting. Uru is, I think that was his name. Uru, it was one of the Titans. Again, totally busted card. And it wasn't designed to play well with Standard. It was designed to play well with Modern. But it was in Standard. And because it was in Standard, Standard players had to use it as a chase card in order to stay competitive. So they went out and bought loads and loads of packs, bought loads of boxes, and spent a lot of money on this card. Only for a couple of months down the line, where Wizards are like, oh, we're going to see if Standard sorts itself out. We're just going to see if the meta evolves. We're just going to see if it sorts itself out. Finally went, yeah, no, it's kind of busted, isn't it? Well, it's banned now. So we've ruined the format for 3 months. Made you all go out and buy this card because it's ruined the format in order to stay competitive. And then told you you're not allowed to use it anymore. So it's really just like a bait and switch tactic that they were doing, and I hated it. I hated the way they were doing it. So that's why I jumped ship from Magic. I still have my decks. I still really enjoy playing with my Dogs deck, despite the fact that all my mates hate playing against it because, well, they just can't beat me. Cry me a river. But yeah. So that's why I got into Pokemon cards. But then, obviously, because of people like Logan Paul and the shortages due to the virus and stuff driving up the prices of the cards, made that just stupidly hard. Not even just expensive to buy, but just hard to come by. So that you couldn't even buy them from your local game store. You had to buy them at these inflated prices from third-party sellers and stuff. And it just made me sad. There you go. That's my little card game rant. Oh. Thank you for the 15 likes on the stream. Where are we at? Let's go back into the Rock Tunnel map. Oh god, Discord. No, Discord, close! Discord, go away! I don't need Discord to be open right now. Please. Please, I do not need you to be open right now. Thank you. It's like when they banned Cyberstein halfway through tournament season and you... That's bad! Because most of the major events were being won in one turn. See, Omnath is one of these ones. So, Omnath was the one I was talking about where it was like a 5-color card and it was just totally busted. And everybody could see it was busted from the start. And they played, I think, a single day of tournaments with it. And we're like, yeah, everybody showed up with Omnath. Everybody has showed up with an Omnath deck. So it's probably a little bit broken. We should probably get rid of it. And literally, people came in with one deck and had to change up their deck because suddenly it was banned, the card they were playing. It's stupid. And I get it, card balance is hard. And Yu-Gi-Oh's on the opposite end of the spectrum, where everything's legal. You know, I think you could still go in and play with a Blue Eyes White Dragon. You could still go in and play with a Man-Eater Bug. You could still go in and play with all these cards that, like, we grew up with. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have a standard format, to my knowledge. So, interestingly enough, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of those ones that, like, is completely on the other end of the spectrum. They just have to constantly update their ban list because they didn't realize that something they released today has a really weird interaction with something they released 20 years ago, and it's super busted all of a sudden. So there's arguments for having a standard format and arguments against it. And again, like one of the main arguments for it is just that balance, being able to balance the cards correctly to work with each other. But yeah, Magic went against that and then still expected you to buy into Standard. And the only online format for Magic is Standard. I mean, they have their own version of Commander. I think they finally introduced the fact that you could play Modern on the... I don't know. I don't think you can play Modern on their online system. I might be wrong on that one, but yeah, it's not great. It's mostly Standard. Right, this is the... Okay, that was our biggest threat there, was that Graveler. That was the Graveler we kept losing against. So this is pretty much a win from here. Where the heck am I? Green. We're going across, aren't we? Alright, sick! I think we're going to make it through Rock Tunnel, guys. We made it through the wilderness. You know I made it through. Didn't know how lost I was until I found you. But Paul, you could probably comment on Yu-Gi-Oh's format better than I could. Because isn't Yu-Gi-Oh changed it up again? They're doing 7s now? Isn't Yu-Gi-Oh 7s a thing all of a sudden? I've never played Magic, to be fair. So unsure on the formats. Yeah, man, it's a weird one to try and like understand what format you're playing. Honestly, Magic is something I would always say like is better played with friends. Because you can just be like, oh, what format do we play? The cards we got, idiot. That's what format we play. I did play a huge World of Warcraft TCG event once. Whoa, there's a World of Warcraft TCG? I didn't even know that thing existed. Did not even know that existed. Learning something new every day. No! Oh, we could have let you evolve. Oh, I could have let you evolve. Oh, I should have let you evolve. God dang it. That was a mistake. I panicked. I was like, oh no, we need the Machoke for later. But we don't. Because we decided we're taking the Primate later instead. Ah! Dumb. Dumb me. I am dumb. Dumb me is dumb. Right, okay. I don't know if you learn anything at 28. That would have been super useful there, but it's done now. I'm pretty sure we still solo this next gym with Golbat anyway. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is trying new things the last few years to keep people interested. There's a traditional format where no cards are banned, but no one plays that. Oh, really? I thought that was the format that actually like was tournament. Was where nothing was. Oh, where nothing is banned. Okay, I understand. I understand what you're saying now. Sorry, I misunderstood that. I was like, yeah, no, you can play from all, but nothing is banned. So everybody's just playing Pot of Greed every single turn. It's just no, thank you. I mean, obviously not every single turn, because there's a maximum number of replica cards you can have in a deck. But yeah, anyway. Okay, we made it to Lavender Town. Avoid you, fight the old man. The old man's got a Growl. Take out the Growl. Fight the Vulpix. I said, fight the Vulpix. Sick. Take that, Rich. But what does it do? What does it do? I have no idea. I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh player myself. I wouldn't have a clue. I wouldn't have a dicky bird what it does, my friend. I wouldn't have the faintest idea. Come on. Leech Life. Yay. Get out of there, muck. Stupid muck. And you're minimizing nonsense. Right, avoid the double battle. We've got to fight half of these, so we'll do that. You're poisoned, so there's nothing we can do here. Let's go out to Arbok. Arbok has not been used for a while. Did you actually check your WhatsApp? I got distracted. No, I didn't. Because I'm playing some games. I don't need to be checking my WhatsApp when I'm playing games like. It's rude to all the other peoples. It's rude to all the other peoples out here. This lady just had a whole bunch of meowths. I can dig it. Oh, I didn't mean to fight you. Whoops. Yeah, we'll just stay in and karate chop. And karate chop. Okay, now we'll swap. No, we won't. We'll heal. Yeah! Ah, bad times. Arbok. Shabok. Bite. Bite. Fantastic. Take that, super nerd. I think he ran it about Magic Roxy and didn't. Yeah, yeah. I love card games. I'm not the best at card games, but I do enjoy them. Alright, we have made it to Celadon City. Let's do a quick check. I believe her Pokemon are like level 20-something. No, Saffron City. Celadon. Celadon, that's where we're at. Celadon Gym. Erica! Level 29. Wow, really? Okay, I did not realize you were level 29. That's less than ideal. That is less than ideal. So, let's go ahead. Switch you out, because we don't need you anymore. We could go fight the gym trainers, I guess. That's probably a decent way to level up, isn't it? Let's go fight the gym trainers. Because again, I'm pretty sure Wing Attack just like bodies her team. And then the Arbok cleans up. The DBZ TCG was fun. The DC versus TCG was good also. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the only one I really got into, though. I've heard the Dragon Ball Super trading card game is really good, and it's something I've wanted to have a look at. But again, the problem with trading card games is you need to kind of pick one. That's the only issue, is you need to kind of pick one and stick to it. Otherwise, it's a very, very expensive endeavor. Alright, here's the question. Golbat's going to be at OV level. Do we want to try and just body her with Golbat alone? Or do we make the effort to level up the Arbok? I think we should at least try and level up Arbok a little bit. Because again, Shed Skin's amazing in here. There you go. See, so we got paralyzed and immediately got unparalyzed. Shed Skin is so fantastic for this gym. Okay, not for you, though. Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying. Wake up, please. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Kill it. Alright, Cool Trainer... Was that Cool Trainer Mari? Probably wasn't, but it looked like Cool Trainer Mari. I never played it, but I did buy a box of Shaman King TCG boosters many years ago. I didn't even know Shaman King had a TCG. I remember... I never watched the show, but I remember it. Weirdly enough. And from what I remember, it's like really mature. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you! I didn't mean to talk to you. Alright, well I guess we're in this. That's it, guys. There's no turning back now. We're in it one way or another. Oh dear. I mean, we should be fine. You're gonna paralyze me, though. Oh, yeah, it did. We got paralyzed. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no is about right. Oh, no is about right. I mean, we'll swap out for the Tangler, I think. Bring Arbok in here. Because Tangler's the lower level one. I really enjoyed the Shaman King anime, but I really couldn't tell you much about it anymore. Oh! Oh my, is about right. Tangela is now paralyzed. Take that, Tangela. Aha, you have full heals. Okay. I sees you. I sees you. Oh, and the flinch. Ah, stupid hyper potion at Gym 3? Yo, this game takes no prisoners. None at all. On this day, no prisoners were taken. Alright, that just leaves her Gloom to get through, I believe. Oh, it's Vile Plume? Rough. Okay. Yeah, we might glare and bail. I don't know, maybe we sit here, because what's it really going to do to us? It does 9 damage. Like, we're not doing a whole bunch in return, but I think we win this war of attrition. Really. And there you go. We got Shed Skin. Mate, I'm telling you, Shed Skin is so good for this gym. Because her AI is set to be like, you must, if they're not paralyzed or poisoned, you must do that first. Done! Arbok wins it! It's over! Yes! Woo, boy! Machop! That's all we needed! Why did I not just pick up a Machop? Oh, for God's sake. All last week, all we needed was a Machop. Let's go heal, and then we'll save. Where are we at? An hour and 43 minutes. Okay, I think we'll probably call that a stream. Because on the next attempt of this, we've got to go and beat Eric. We got to go beat Sabrina, who's a really high level. And you were scared for nothing. I was. Clearly, I was scared for nothing. We got to go beat Sabrina next. And I explained we got to beat Sabrina because we've got to get the Poker Flute before we can go down to Koga. And that's picking up the Poker Flute and then going down to Koga is a lot to do without saving. So it's better to do all of Team Rocket stuff and then fight Sabrina. We've only got one. We've only technically got one route between here and Saffron City, which is Route 7. The only Pokemon we can catch there, because it's the only Pokemon we haven't already had on a team, is Growlithe, which is great. It's fantastic. We get Growlithe on the team. The other thing we'll pick up is you get the Eevee in Celadon City, and then we can. No, we gotta go past the Lavender Town, but they are not between those two routes, so it doesn't count. We can't get anything from Lavender Tower. So we can only get the Growlithe. We get the Eevee from Celadon Mansion, and we can also pick up the Lapras once we're inside Silphco. So those will be our only 3 Pokemon for this leg of the journey. Growlithe basically carries the team a little bit, because it gets Bite, and that just destroys Sabrina's whole team. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with next time. It's a lot. Getting through all of Rocket in one go, and then training up to fight Sabrina is a pain, especially with 3 Pokemon. But that's for next week, right? There's 3 of yous in here, so I know you'll be willing to come with me on a raid. Death, Paul, Roxy, I need y'all guys to come on a raid. I need you guys to come on a raid with me. Who do we fancy? We raided Burno before, didn't we? Is this a live thing? There you go. King Slugma and Gentleman Gliscor. Oh no, this... Can't tell if this is live or this is a premiere. No, it says live. All right, let's go sing. Let's go sing King Slugma some love. So as always, with the hashtag FidgetFamRaid. I know there's not a lot of us in here, but I appreciate those of you who are. And Control C. Nope. Oh god, dang it. God, I should really have learned how to type faster by this point in my life. Right. Control C. There you go, guys. Let's go send King Slugma some love. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you join us again on the next one. But until then, catch you later.